Hello,
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. What about you?
I'm doing well. My name is Yvonne. What's your name?
My name is Nancy. I'm from Vietnam. Nice to meet
Okay,
you.
nice to meet you also. Nancy, we can work on whatever you like. We can talk, or we can do a lesson, or read an article. What would you like to do?
Um, I want to talk like a basic conversation about whatever topic you want.
That sounds good. To start, tell me about your plans for this weekend.
This weekend, I in the morning, in the Saturday morning, I'm going to um talk on Cambly, and then I will play a little bit and have lunch, just very relaxed. And in the afternoon, my family will visit um all our relatives. According to my mom, they are very good. They will lend like when my parents was younger, they don't have enough money to buy a house. um so they have to lend some money and like borrow some money, and they borrow from miss mrs Pang, and they are and she's very happy to help us. So mm, this afternoon we will visit her, like because it is near Tet holiday now, so we will visit to talk about mm, um an old year, or about some like memories.
Yes, okay, that sounds very exciting, and I'm glad that, she was able to help your family in that way. Tell me
Yeah.
about what you will do to celebrate the new year.
um I think as every year we will visit our grandparents.
Mhm.
And do you know that in Vietnam there is a like hobbies, but in all country, in the whole country, like a hobby that we will make two kind of, let's say it is bánh trưng.
Is that
It
a
is.
type of cake?
Yeah, but it is not the like birthday cake. It is a cake that we'll make for of rice
Mm,
and pork and green beans. Um, it looks like a square shaped cake,
oh,
and we call it bánh trưng.
right.
Um, yeah, and it tastes really good. Uh, and it is easy to make. So we will visit our grandparents, and we will make the cakes together,
Yeah,
and um we will not sleep in the at the night. We will not sleep, and we will like like cook the cake.
yes.
It is very fun, and then we will visit all our relatives, um like my uncle, my cousins,
Mhm.
um, mm, my aunties. We will visit all, and I feel so excited to receive the lucky money from them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, you are the first one to tell me about the special rice cakes, but I
yeah,
did know other students who live in Vietnam told me about the lucky money. So,
yeah.
what will you do with your lucky money? What will you buy?
Because I'm like a person that really love money, and I always want to save money. I will. mm, take out the big part of money and I will give my mom so she will keep it in the bank. So
Okay.
every year I will have more interests from the bank.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, and the like remaining part of the money I will keep it for myself, and sometimes I will buy it for some snacks or
Yes.
for something that I like in the bookstores.
Yes, very good. I also really like bookstores. I was there recently, and I like to get craft magazines, magazines
um,
that teach you how to put special cards together or make scrapbooks. What kinds of books do you like?
I like comic books, of course. Children's usually like comics books, and
Sure.
I like um sometimes some books, but it is like a novel, but it is still funny. It is not too serious because I don't like to be serious. I will feel very like I want to feel like when I read a book, I want to feel relaxed. So oh, I never read horror books because I'm afraid of everything that related to horror,
Uh,
like ghosts or killing. Yeah, like that. I'm really afraid of them.
yeah,
So I just read some funny
yes.
books or comic books or sometimes I go into the bookstore and I buy some crunchies or slime or
Mhm.
um, something that related to my hair
Oh,
because I just have one. Yeah, I just have one like this. So I
oh,
want to
yes.
buy a new one. Yeah.
Yeah. So we call that a scrunchie, and you can use it to put your hair in a ponytail or to put whole parts of it together. So you like to get different hair
Yeah.
barrettes and ornaments.
Yes.
Yes, very
Yeah.
good. Um,
But I. Oh no, you go ahead.
no, 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 go ahead.
I sometimes I search for some hairstyles that it is simple and easy to make,
Mhm.
because I just want to make them when I go to school, so it
Yeah,
don't look too simple. Like I still
yes.
want to make a ponytail, but not a so simple ponytail. I just want something more complex but easy to make. So I
Yeah,
just search, but on the internet, they just use a lot of s- crunchies, while I just want to use one, so that I don't have to wear like I don't have to keep a lot of scrunchie on my hand. I just want
yeah,
one. So it is a very hard um it's very hard for me to find uh a hairstyle.
yes. So that may mean that you may have more styles where you're braiding the hair or maybe plaiting the hair together. And then once you have it braided down, then you can use the one scrunchie.
Oh,
Mm.
okay, I will try it.
Yes, and there's all different kinds. So there's something called twists, and you take the hair like this in lines and you twist it in little pieces like that. And then you can
Yeah.
use your scrunchie to hold it up. You can do lots of different things, braids, plaits, even if you only have one scrunchie.
Oh, it
Yeah.
sounds very easy.
Yes, yes, it can be, but when you're right, when you first start to practice and you watch those videos, it takes a while to get good at it, right? Just like when you
Yeah.
first started learning English in the beginning, you're not really good, but now you're very good.
Oh yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. My son is close to your age. My son is 9. He likes Magna books, but he also likes some of the scarier ones that you don't like. Like there's this series called Five Nights at Freddy's, and he's in the midst of that book right now, but it's kind of scary.
Wow, I don't like scary. I just like sometimes I read a book about like they just solve the problems. Um, but it is the comic books,
Uh-huh.
and of course, if I'm younger, I cannot read it because sometimes I will feel very scared. But it is a comic book, so they don't draw too scary, and
Yes.
they will, yeah, and they just solve the problems. They just find out who is the one who makes the problem, who made the
Yes.
problem, and
Yes.
I feel very like um sometimes a bit scary, but I very admire the person in is it is like Sherlock Holmes. Um,
Yes.
yeah, but it is a comic book, and I just admire them so much. Yeah,
Yeah.
mystery. I just
Yes, we call those
admire.
mysteries.
Yeah, I just admire them so much because they can find out such a little details that I cannot
Yeah.
notice.
Yes, if you like Sherlock Holmes, you also might like books from an author called Agatha Christie. Many of her books have been turned into movies also. They're
Wow,
mysteries. Mhm.
wow.
Yeah.
I just read just one mystery book because um I don't know why, but I just feel like I can read it. And other mystery book I read, I will still feel scary.
Oh, I
And
see. I see.
so
The
I don't,
Cambly has a lesson called the Mystery Hotel. It's not scary, but you're trying to solve a crime. You're trying to figure out who did it by looking at
oh,
different suspects.
oh.
Mhm.
Sometimes I find some games that relate to that. We have to spot out uh the difference things from two pictures, or like they give us a story, a short story, and then we have to find out something that they just request us to do. So there are some games like that, but it is not scary, it is just find out.
Nice, nice. Well, I see you like to do a lot of different things, and that's great. I think childhood is the best time to not be serious, to play, and to have a good time. So, you
Yeah.
mentioned that later on you're going to play before you visit your family. What will you do?
um when I finish call Cambly, I think I
Mhm.
will go to the bookstore. Like every weekend, I will go to the bookstore at least once. And there is a bookstore near my house that they allowed me, they allowed all the customers can to read their books, but like we can sit on the floor and read it. But we don't have to buy it, just read. And I think it is like a kind of advertised book. Like we will read and we will think like, oh, it's very good, but I cannot sit here and read it because I have to go home. And then they think that I will immediately buy the book, but I don't because I like to save money, and the book is very um expensive, like
Yeah.
about 20 Vietnam dong, 13 Vietnam dong,
Uh-huh.
30 Vietnam dong. Like
I
it is
see.
for me, it is expensive. So I don't buy it, and I will go to Vietnam. I will go to the bookstore a lot of time just to finish one book. And
Mhm.
I just still feel like very happy, and I just go to that bookstore a lot.
Yes. Well, I wanted to ask you, is there a library close to your house? Library is a free place to get books that you can borrow and bring back when you finish reading them.
No. As I remember, there isn't like there isn't any
There isn't.
libraries
Hmm.
uh near my house. And
Oh,
as I remember, I have just seen libraries on comic books, on movies, or in my school, like school library. I have never seen a library like just a library
okay.
on the street. So I just go to the bookstore, and in the bookstore, they buy a lot of things, but they also buy books. And it is like a kind of library, I think.
Yes, yes, it can be. I hope that you do get to see a traditional library one day because it's very cool. You can get several books at the same time. You can check them out and read them for about 2 weeks, and then you can bring them back, and it doesn't cost you any money.
Oh,
Mhm.
but I think that I will, like, I am not allowed to, like, destroy the book, right?
No, correct. You would have to take care of the book. That's part of the conditions of having it,
Yeah.
that you would, just like your library book from school, you would have to take good care of it during the time that you
Yeah.
have it. Mhm.
I have watched some movies, like a girl or like someone borrows some books from a library, and then when they bring home, some like, do you know the film Matilda?
Matilda?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that smart girl, she
Yes.
borrowed a lot of books from the libraries, but I cannot understand her parents. They just tear the books into a lot of pieces, and they just say
Mhm.
that she have to watch the TVs with them instead of uh look at those stupid books. But I just think it is very interesting. So she feel really angry, and I don't know how she can like turn the book back to the library. I think it would cost money.
Yes, yes, usually it does. That Matilda, I remember that story. Her parents were very cruel, and she had the headmaster was very cruel, but she had the one teacher who was very nice to her
Yes.
and made the difference.
Her name is Honey.
Honey, yes, Miss Honey.
Nice. Nice,
Yes,
just like Honey's.
yes.
And I remember that uh in the end, Matilda moved to her teacher's house, and they lived
Mhm.
together.
Yes, yes. And I was so glad for Matilda because she was such a sweet girl and such a intelligent girl. She deserved to
Yes.
be around people who cared about her and loved her.
Yes.
Mhm. Yes.
So I feel very happy with the ending.
Yes, yes, me too. They have some different versions of the movie now. Like you can see it as a musical, is the latest version.
Oh,
Mhm.
I just watched the beginning part of the movie, and I haven't watched a lot because I watch it when I'm at school. Like, I have a teacher. She's very funny, and she always allow us like to watch movies. And she and once she turned on a movie named Matilda, and I watch it. I remember that I have watched the like review, the film review, and I know the ending, or else I
Mhm.
will not know, and I will feel very angry with her parents and with the headmaster.
Yes. Well, in every story that we typically read or even watch on TV, as you mentioned, there's a problem, but somehow by the end of the movie, it's worked out.
Yeah. I
Yes,
will.
yes.
I always like those kind of movies. Like they can solve the problem. Like in
Hmm.
the middle of the film, there will always a problem that will that I will feel very serious and I will feel angry or worried or
Hmm.
scared. But then
Hmm.
they can solve it and happily ever after.
That's right. That's right. Have you ever seen the Harry Potter movies?
Oh, no, but I've heard some from my friends. I have some friends that they like nearly like addicted to Harry Potter. They really like it. And they
Yes,
always like sometimes they just talk about Harry Potter that I cannot understand because I don't watch or read. I have a book. I have a book, Harry Potter chapter 1, like episode 1, but it is the English version, and there are a lot of vocabularies, strange vocabularies. I cannot read it, and
yes,
I just want to feel relaxed, but not while reading. I have to search on Google's. I will
yeah.
feel very tired, so I
That makes
just
sense.
leave it, abandon it.
Yes, Nancy, that makes a whole lot of sense. When I read books too, I read books for fun. So if I read it and I'm having a very hard time with it, then I don't spend a lot of time. But when I was learning, when I was a new reader, and since English is newer to you, sometimes you'll have to spend a little bit more time with your English books because the vocabulary will be new to you. It won't be always that way, but
Yeah.
instead of trying to read it as fast as you would a book in Vietnamese, you may, instead of like trying to read, say, multiple chapters a day, maybe you'll take one chapter a week and give yourself time. It might feel more relaxed.
Okay.
Yes.
I remember that. Do you know the book, uh, Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
Yes. My family loves those
Um,
books and the
it
movies.
is like, yeah, half a novel, half a comic, and it
Yes.
is for children. So when I was younger, I my dad said that read it. It is very um funny, but I cannot read it because there are a lot of vocabularies, and I just leave it for about 1 2 years, and
Yes.
then recently, like last year, when my vocabulary level are have been increased to a level, like a good level. My dad said that you should read it. It is very good, and I think that okay, I will listen to him once, and um, it turned out very good, and I
Good.
don't know why, but I just understand it like almost all, and yeah, there is also some vocabularies, some new vocabularies to me, but it is just a little bit, so I still can remember. I still can
Yes.
understand the the books. So
Yes.
I feel very proud of me.
Good, as you should. And I'm very proud of you for sticking with it at your dad's suggestion. Even now, Nancy, for me, there are times when I read a book and I don't know a word because there's so many words to learn. Or I might be watching a TV show and I'll be like, they're using something. I don't know what that means. So even for me, I still have to look up words sometimes, but it's great because you're learning new things all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. If you liked that book series, I'm going to type two more that you might like. Junie B. Jones. She's very funny. It's a girl about your age, and she's always kind of complaining about things that happen at her school. And then there's another one. This one, I'm not sure what you'll think about Captain Underpants, but it's part comic, part reader, and so that might be one that you like too.
Oh, I will search for it after the call.
That
And
sounds
when you said underpants, my head just spin, and I just remembered the Peter Pan.
Oh,
The
okay. Peter Pan
pronunciation
was good
is
too.
near, like
Yes,
similar.
that is similar. The
Underpants, Peter
stories
Pan.
Yes, the stories are very different, but because you like Diary of a Wimpy Kid and it's in comic form, that's why I mentioned Captain Underpants because it's similar. That there are little storylines with characters that you can read with pictures as you go.
Ooh,
Hmm.
very interesting.
Yes, yes. Have you already had lunch today?
No, because now it is 11 and 18.
Okay.
Usually I will end at 11, but today I just wake up so late, like
Uh-huh.
about 10 a.m. And yeah, so I just have breakfast, and I just feeling tired, and then I go to
Yeah,
sit on my chair and then turn on my computer. So it
yeah,
is very late, and I think 4 more, um, 4 minutes, like end the call.
yes. So did
About
you
four
stay up
minutes.
late last night because you didn't have school today?
No, because now it is winter in Vietnam, and my dad said that he have a thing called uh winter time. Like in winter, we will feel very tired, and usually in winter we'll wake up late. So usually 11 p.m. At about 11 p.m., I was on my bed, but now 10 p.m. I have to like sleep already
Yeah.
because um I have to sleep early so that I can wake up early. But because today is the weekend, so my dad say that you still have to uh like stay on bed early, but you can wake up late. So today I wake up very late, like the latest of
Hmm.
all day.
That's awesome. What will you have for lunch to eat?
I think pork, pork or chicken or beef, one of those, and with rice and with vegetables. I don't have the good vocabularies about vegetables, so I just say vegetables. I don't know the exactly name of each kind of vegetables, so let's
That's
just call it
okay.
vegetables.
Vegetables,
Yeah.
that is fun, and that can tell you. That might be something for you to look up. Vegetables in English. There's cabbage, carrots, celery, green beans, radishes, greens, lettuce, tomatoes, broccoli, cauliflower. There's so many things. So maybe that's
Oh,
something we can suggest for you. Veggies in English. And you can look up some pictures in Google to help you express what you want to talk about, what the things that you eat.
okay, yeah.
Okay.
And I eat soup from the vegetables. Like when
Mhm.
we cook vegetables, there is a kind of like liquid,
Broth,
like
broth,
water.
broth.
Oh yeah, the broth.
Hmm.
So I would drink broth with vegetables and with a kind of meat, sometimes fish, sometimes chicken, sometimes pork, sometimes beef, because we just have those four kind of meat in our fridge, and it is those four kind of meats provide us a lot of vitamins, so it is very good,
It
a lot
is.
of nutritions. So it is very good. It is enough, and with rice.
Nancy, it was so nice to
avenues.
meet you. You are so smart. Your English is very good, and I have really enjoyed talking to you today.
Thank you, and I feel very happy with you because I can speak freely.
Good, good. That is what I like. You have fun today, okay?
Okay, goodbye.
Bye bye.